So hi everyone, it's Tina at Fibre Beauty. So MAC Cosmetics Alluring Aquatic Collection. I knew I was going to get into this because of the beautiful packaging. Not just the the outer packaging, but the packaging of the products are gorgeous. And I'm sure you've seen it all before. The beautiful sort of metallic-y look aqua packaging, but it's just the little droplets on there. I won't sort of try and blind you with the reflection there, but I'll get up close in a moment. But I went mad. I had the best of intentions when I went in there. Maybe get one of the bronzers or the blush, because I've already got one of the compact bronzers coming over, so that's in the post, so I will show that later. I just didn't want to wait to get this video up. And maybe a lip product, but I kind of went mad. I was the first customer to play with the products because it just opened. Now, hopefully you can see that it just looks like obviously water on like a metallic-y type surface, but all of the boxes it's actually sort of indented. So this first one here is Aphrodites Shell, and of course all of the names are sort of aquatic themed, aqua, but let's get up close. But yeah, the droplets are just beautiful. So on the actual compacts and the like, it is actually raised, so you can actually feel them, and they really honestly look like water. Really, really cute. So it's Aphrodites Shell. Let's get to it. And then up close, look at that beautiful way of design. So both of the bronzing powders and the eyeshadows and the blushes have this beautiful wave design through them. So you've got the MAC on there, and then the wave. And there we go. Now this, it's I suppose quite your lighty browny tan color. So some people might use this as a blush as well. It really depends on your sort of skin coloring. The next one's Delphic. That sounds better. So there it is there. I'll put it right next to. Yeah, so that's your sort of deeper shade. But you can see that a beautiful natural looking blush on some people. Some people may not naturally blush the shade, but it will just give a nice warmth to the face. But as you can see why they are bronzing colours, to add warmth to your face or your complexion, not necessarily to contour with. Yeah, so this is definitely more your orangey red or your browner sort of colour, you can see. So that was, you got Aphrodites Shell and Delphic. Now the two blushes, again these are the extra dimension blushes, so that creamy type finish or very creamy texture, and they've got that wave pattern through them. Now the first one is See Me, Hear Me, so just flip it around. Spelled S-E-A. Oh, very cute. Beautiful pinky colour. Now I'd say this is a rosy colour. This is kind of like a tinge of apricot, but it's a rosy colour. For those of you that like your sort of rosy pinks, your rosy colours, but that have that touch of sort of apricot to it. They're beautiful, beautiful colour. And the next one is Seduced at Sea, which is there. So Seduced at Sea, and this is the See Me, Hear Me. So you can see the difference. Put it right next to it. This one is lighter, but this one I'd say is definitely more of your apricot-y brown colour to it. There. A little bit hard to see in this light, but in the pan, yeah, they both look like a pink colour, but this is more probably for people that like those very sort of warm browny pinks, and this is probably more for people that like those pinks, or you love your sort of, like me, I love those dusty pinks, but I also love plum pinks, plummy berry colours and the like. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Let's get right up close. Not flat colours, so They're very, very creamy texture, but also when the light hits it, you sort of get that extra dimension. And then I got 3 out of the 6 eyeshadows. And that's the packaging. Now the first one I really liked, because I thought it would go with a lot of, over or under a lot of my eyeshadows. This is a Lorelei. I think you can sort of see why. So it's those sort of, you know, along the lines of those beigey champagne type colours that I love. So I could use this as a highlight depending on what I'm doing. I could use it over some of my matte shadows if I want to give them that sort of radiance. I can do a lot of sort of, but there it is. But I think it'll go gorgeously sort of even with sort of pinks and that. It's a beautiful colour. So really I guess what I pair it with, it'll sort of bring out either more of the, you know, like that champagne-y beige in it, or if maybe I pair it with maybe pinks, it'll look a little bit more of your apricot-y champagne colour, like a little bit warmer. So it really depends how I want to use it, but look beautiful over a lot of my matte shadows, like I said, I think. So that's what I have planned for that. Sorry, I'm keeping an eye on the time. The next one is Fathoms Deep. Oh, look at it. It is really gorgeous. It looks so metallic. And it's weird, like depending which way I sort of put it, it looks a little bit more of your, like your charcoal grey, then it sort of looks a little bit navy. This, like, I think is the most beautiful eyeshadow there, but really sort of depends. If you build it up, it looks a little bit more of your grey navy. If you have it quite sheer, it sort of looks just like a deep silvery grey. But there, I've sort of done 2 layers, but you can see the beautiful sheen to it. That's the thing about them, is that sort of sheen to them. Anyway, that's that one, and that's quite a messy one. Look at it. Next one, I'm actually not going to swatch because I'm going to be doing it in a giveaway. So I just wanted to show you though, I'm taking it out of the packaging. I will not swatch it though. I'm just going to clip it open. I'm just going to show you very, very quickly this one because I'm going to do it in a giveaway. I don't want to put my fingers on it. I don't want to breathe on it. It looks very similar in the pan to Fathoms Deep, but this is Soul Serenade. Sort of sparkle sheen. So this is Fathoms Deep, but that's more of your navy grey, and this is Soul Serenade, which is just that, you know, with that sort of silver, slight silver sparkle sheen to it. I'm going to put that back on it. Like I said, I didn't breathe on it. I haven't touched it. Just little that I can sort of sand easily in the post and really wrap it well. I'm just going to polish it and put it back in the box. That's the last time it's going to come out. I've got a lipstick and a gloss. Now there are 5 lipsticks and I believe 5 glosses as well. I was very good. I only got 1 lipstick. But this one, as I kept going back, I kept swatching them and I was standing there thinking, and I just kept going back to this one. But again, that beautiful packaging. And look at that. It's just gorgeous. The shape of these packages always get me. Anyway, it's a cream sheen and it's in the colour Mystical. It's like a brown rosy plum. You can see there, definitely. But beautiful, beautiful colour. I was going to decide there was another one there which would be more, was a little bit more mauvey that I thought would be me, and I was also looking at that beautiful frost colour, but I just knew that there would be ones that I would just get and sort of more look at than use. So I wanted one I would sort of wear and a colour that I didn't have too much of. I do have quite a few sort of rosy plums, but nothing quite deep in a cream sheen or cream. Now the lip gloss, again beautiful packaging, very cute. And this is in Water Deities. You can see it's slightly different. They're very, very fine, but again the little water droplets are very, very tiny and they're raised. That will actually show up. And this is, yeah, definitely a colour I don't have a lot of in sort of glosses, and it's got the little doe foot applicator. Running out of room here. Because I'll put a photo at the end of this. But I thought this is a beautiful colour that I can layer over a lot of my matte colours and sort of warm them up and have that beautiful, you know, sheen to it. Let's just pop it over. What have I got on at the moment? Anyway. And what I normally do if I don't have a lip liner, this is just sort of how I do it. If it's got the fine tip sort of there, I just sort of outline my lip. This isn't to keep it on, but it's sort of to trace around sort of what I'm going to do. I know, it's crazy. Oh, quite deep. And let's pop this over the top. I'm going to taint the, let's pop this over the top. I just want to give it a champagne-y, apricot-y, water deities. I don't know. What do you think? It's always hard to tell in the viewfinder sometimes. Probably a little bit crazy, but it's all fun. So that is the lip gloss water deities. Yes. Nail polish. Now there are three, what do they call, lacquers? They call them nail lacquers. There's the packaging again. I wasn't going to get any because I've got so many, I have so many nail polishes, but this is a gorgeous colour, and this is in Submerged. But look at it. It just makes me think of a mermaid's tail. I don't know why, you know, that beautiful aurora, the sort of purples and those deep greens. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous. And then it's got that same packaging. It's got the medium-sized water droplets on there, and they're raised. Well, it's just a bit. This is a frost, and I thought this will be beautiful. I can put this over some of my matte blacks. I can put it over some of my even green colours, like forest green colours, and sort of, you know, see if I can sheer it out and just give that beautiful gleam to it. I can do nail art with it, maybe just put some stripes or whatever I want to do. So this will be versatile, and they last years, so, you know, it's an investment. Investment for what? Okay, and lastly, I've got this smorgasbord of products out there. I got the two brushes. Now, I don't tend to buy brushes with the collections because I don't think they are, simply I don't think they're as good as like, you know, your normal sort of brushes. I've gotten some of the, even the little travel packs, and the brushes are just, no, no. Some of them are okay though, but yeah, they just tend to be so expensive for what? But these just looked and felt great. So whereas the collection ones are made in China. Yeah, this is made in China. Anyway, I'll put the name down here. I might keep this little dust jacket, little sort of cover. Anyway, look at that, how cute. So you've got your, is it the natural and the synthetic? So natural for your powders, synthetic for your more creamy or your liquid or your mousse ones. Or you can foundation, you know, foundation, liquid foundation, or I suppose wet foundation, dry foundation, your powders and stuff. So I think that is the idea behind it. But you can see the sides, it's great for sculpting, like the shape of it, good for blush, it'll be good for highlight, just depending what the finish is to it, you know, whatever. I think that is the idea. But it just looks so good. It just reminds me of those, what is it? I've seen some tutorials where they've got one look and then another look on the face. So like this, it's one, I don't know, glammy, and then everyday or something, you know, like he, she. It's quite interesting. So it's like, oh yeah, and then surprise! Crazy. And the eyeshadow brush. I don't need any eyeshadow brushes. I'm pretty much set for life, but again, it's got the duo sided, so I thought, what the hey. So up close, you've got the, was it synthetic, and then the natural. So same thing, you could do your cream shadows or like your wet cream shadows or the like, or putting on your eye prep, and then you could do your powders or pigments, and then like your sealer. I don't know, it depends what you want. Obviously you've got to clean it, but I know it's very, very gimmicky, but hey. And oh yes, of course, sorry, the look of the brushes. So obviously they're not as big as the full size MAC brushes. These are your like a travel size, which is quite cute. And this is, oh, there it is, the 127, and this is the 233. But yeah, they've got the beautiful aqua sort of color. The fact of having them, that's a pretty sad way of being, but those out there that love packaging, collections, brushes in general will understand. So that wraps up what I have of the collection. I will put a link down below. Obviously you've seen lots of blog posts, I'm sure, and reviews on YouTube and the like. Anyway, take care.